specifically told it to not rebox purchases. That is super annoying. I do have schoolwork due by midnight tonight, like 2 or 3 quizzes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be getting some texts from me later, pal. I gotta unbox all this crap. This is gonna take forever. Blocked. Yep. Classic Colton. How'd painting go? Did you get it all done? What is this? Oh, is this what the globe came in? Yep. What's up, Rock? Next week should be all done. So how long till your folks get to actually move in, Colton? Is that getting pretty close, I hope? I know they've been working to the bone on that house. And I heard they didn't make you a key either. Sorry guys, the Sunday dinner at my folks went a little long, so I did not get this all set up like I told you guys I was gonna. Unfortunately, and when I reset the room, it decided to unbox everything. So we're just gonna have it all unbox into the game room. Try to get through this as quick as we can. I don't exactly remember. I've got to set up the campaign over here on the left. We're gonna use a little line out of Titan's poem to name our campaign. But immediate unsubscription and trash talk, no less. I respect it, Rock. I can't fault you for it. Who did we decide we were hunting? Did we decide to put the Dragon King in for a quarry? I can't remember. I know we were doing some cool stuff. Certain level of professionalism from yeah, well, that professionalism comes from Mithra. Don't know what People of the Bloom is. Okay, so I mean it's a lot more of a loose structure than the Dragon King. It is definitely meant for expansions. It's a lot more comparable to People of the Lantern. There's not a whole lot of variation. Like you still fight the Watcher and the Gold Smoke Knight. So I know we put Slenderman in for the Kingsman, and here's our new Indomitable Survivor, by the way. Grimroy, I think is the name. Grimoy? I haven't really looked. Grimmery. It's a gust knife. That comes from what, though? Oh, it's a Gambler's Chest expansion. Oh, use these in campaigns that do not include. A Gusk, so that's probably... Who has those? Why don't I remember? Acid Gland. So this is a... Oh gosh, it's a Gorm. Yep. Yup. I don't know if I want to put him back in. I'm kind of tired of dealing with Gorm Climate. I would be pretty happy to not have to deal with that. The kind of sad thing is, I guess it's kind of comparable to the Dragon King campaign, but you don't actually ever fight the Flower Knight in this campaign. And we got to use the black sword a lot last campaign, which is kind of the highlight. I almost want to put the Dragon King in for the White Lion. Or is it a node? It's not a node 1. That was a very foolish thing to say. But I am thinking about putting the Dragon King in for our node 3. Replaces the Phoenix. I'd be okay with that, honestly. I haven't done a lot of Dragon King hunting, so I would be interested in that. We can keep in the Screaming Antelope if we want, so that we can do the Zell expansion. How are there still this many boxes? This can't be right. This is unbelievable. I know I double bought a couple of these, and I kind of thought they'd just take it away eventually, but I don't really want to do Lonely Tree. I'm just wondering if we want... Yeah, you have to open them one by one. Gonna fight Flower Knight a lot too. Right? We won't... You don't fight the Flower Knight in this campaign. We don't need Sunstalker. Is Sunstalker a node 1? Is that the node 1 that can replace the Lion? Or is he also a node 3? No Flower Knight. Nope, he's like our god. We worship him. He's also node 3? Gosh. So the only node 1s are Gorm and Lion? Am I thinking right there? Okay, I think that's all we need to unbox. Yeah, Gorm, Lion, and Croc, so I guess Lion it is. Because I don't really want to deal with Gorm again, I don't think. I don't know. He's not terrible, but we got a good amount of him last campaign, so I feel like we're probably good. Gotta drop all these off on the flex shelf. Can you turn up the sound? Do you need my sound turned up or the game sound turned up? I will happily adjust those. Mine? Sure. Give me 1 second here. Alright, how's that, Bill? Is that better? That's pretty much maxed out. If it's blowing your eardrums up, you can't hear me at all? That's not good. Oh, you can now? I wonder if it just took a minute for the audio to actually adjust for you guys on stream. Alright, I gotta grab some stuff. Really? That's pretty cool, Rock. I did not know that. What is in here? Those don't matter. Okay, so we need the Flower Knight book. Okay. Perfect. So, as we've learned before, we need to kind of go off the app a little more so than, or off the book a little more so than the app. We kind of ran into some issues with Dragon King. So, for a new campaign, no, People of the Bloom custom campaign, there we go. So, start a new campaign. The Bloom people must have settled? Is that an L? I can read. Yep, there we go. Close to the forest gate and worship the Flower Knight as a deity. Survivors cannot hunt the Flower Knight or gain the flower addiction disorder. Haven't added anybody yet, Bill. We are going to do that here in just a second. Survivors cannot hunt, gain the sleeping virus flower rare gear, and suffer -1 population in lantern years 5, 10, 15, and 20. Which I think it says in this. Let me go to the end really quick, because we'll use this like we used the Dragon King one. Oh, shoot. There we go. I can't turn the page. Oh, this one must not have a... Huh. Let me grab mine. Maybe it doesn't have a... Oh, wait. The custom campaign sheets are over here on the edge, if there is one. So this is People of the Stars. It might not have one. I don't think it does, actually. Bloom is a lot less integrated, it feels like, than Stars. Stars is definitely currently my favorite campaign. Where's my Bloom book? That's okay. That's alright. We'll be okay. Go back here to the beginning. So we gain a sleeping virus flower rare gear, though. So, and then during the development step of the settlement phase, you may trigger the Sense Memory story event, perform a forest run, and craft the flower god helm and replica flower sword, which is just absurd. The replica flower sword is crazy. All survivors are born with +1 permanent luck, +1 permanent green affinity, and -2 permanent red affinities. So let's get this set on the app and let's see how much of this it does automatically. So we want People to Bloom, 4 survivors, 1.6 version. We do want White Lion. We'll keep the Lope in there. We don't want the Phoenix or the Kingsman. Everybody else can stay. We do want... Oh, Black Knight. Oh, so cool. We do want the Dragon King, all content, as well as Slenderman. We could add the Manhunter if we want. We could also add Dung Beetle Knight, since he's a node 4. He's just kind of a free addition. We could hunt him if we want, but there will never be a scenario, I'm pretty sure never a scenario where you have to hunt him. So that could be fun to add. And I have to go check how our campaign ended with People of the Stars, but I don't know if we get anything to carry over from that, do we? Or do we? Like any bonus stuff. Because it's only lost settlements, and I don't think we technically lost that settlement. Yes, Manhunter is a nemesis, but he's a standalone nemesis. He doesn't replace, he's a special encounter. I don't believe he's a node nemesis, so I don't think he replaces anybody. I might be way off. We on this campaign have only technically had one game over, and it's when we lost to uh, the Watcher, because I don't think we triggered game over. It does replace Butcher? Okay. I don't think we got a game over when we beat the Dragon King. Yeah. It says the end rather than game over. I'd be fine with replacing the Butcher with the Manhunter. Let's do that. So we'll take the Butcher off and put the Manhunter in, because I like him. He's interesting. And I'm going to put Dung Beetle Knight in. That way we can just, if we want to hunt him, we can. Because I'm almost positive the dung beetle knight is a node 4. So we would create this settlement. Okay. It's going to have us on the prologue white lion hunt, which is good. But over on the timeline, let's get this set up real quick. Oh, look at that. Gain a sleeping virus flower rare gear and suffer -1 population. Very nice. Very nice. So we don't actually have to add that. Perfect. So endeavors, we can forest run, which are tracked by the app from the beginning, which is really nice. Which pretty much ends up costing an endeavor. You may exchange any number of monster resources for that number of random flower resources, which is cool. The Flower Knight helm I haven't done a lot of look into, but my gosh, the replica flower sword is truly something special. The 2 iron kind of sucks. The -2 red affinities hurts when it comes to a lot of gear connection because your gear that requires red affinities doesn't work very well. I have to step away for just a few minutes, gentlemen. I'm sorry. There's an issue. My wife needs my help in the backyard. There's some issues with the neighbor dogs. So I will be right back. I'm sorry. But yes, Bill, you need 3 red affinities to get 1 at this point, I believe. I'm so sorry about that, guys. We got some really aggressive dogs next door that are always digging under our fence and hurting our dogs. So we try to talk to the neighbors, but they don't help much. Let me go up and see what you guys have been chatting about. What replaces butcher? She wants to watch her flowers bloom outside. Springtime. Yep. Okay. We should include Butcher as normal and Manhunter. It does add a whole extra, like, level of quarries because he's a special showdown. So the times that I fought him when keeping the Butcher in, you fight the Butcher, then before you get time to do anything else, you have to go right out and hunt the Manhunter. Which we can do. Let me see if I can still change that because I did set this up. Can I assign the Butcher and it comes back normal? Let's apply him to the settlement. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. He's back. Okay. Other than that, I think we are good. So that's the new campaign. It is Bloom, so we'll follow this timeline. But outside of that, I really don't think there's much. Yeah, they're both pit bulls. That's the problem. It's gotten into our backyard and it put our little dog in the hospital. And it's attacked multiple dogs on our block. It keeps digging into my yard and getting into my yard, and yeah, you're not wrong, Rock. Except there's three of them. There's three bad pit bulls over there that are just mean. Okay, so I think this is it. So for the custom campaign, I mean, yeah, we've called animal control like 15 times and they haven't done anything. So new rules. Perishable resources, we're familiar with that because we have played against him. So the fact that we've hunted him, I think, helps with most of these new rules because we're not actually going to fight him. And we don't read a crone's tale. Huh. So yeah, that's it. It's not a thematic campaign at all. Because I'm pretty sure it's just a lantern campaign with this. So we're not adding him into the current campaign. So should be good to go. It's got these added in. All survivors are born with +1 permanent luck. That in itself is different. Oh, but it didn't do it to these survivors. Oh, it's because they're not born. They're the starting survivors, so they don't get the luck or the affinities. I did add Manhunter, so we're good to go there. And I added Butcher back. It did add Slenderman and stuff over here, so we got all our goodies. Slenderman, Phoenix Feather is still here for some reason, and that shouldn't be. I turned Phoenix off. I wonder if the Phoenix Feather event itself is still required, though. I wonder if there's something you get for the campaign out of that. Because I added Dragon King, so his should pop up in here at some point, too. Oh, yeah, Glowing Crater. Alright. It adds stuff all over for each expansion. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. I am so sorry that took so long. I did not mean to extend this like that. Can I pick this up? Hello? There we go. We got 4 expansions. Yes. Yes, indeed. Dragon King, Dung Beetle, Manhunter, and Slenderman. Yeah, it's we've been dealing with it for about 2 years, and unfortunately the neighbors just aren't willing to help anymore, which is a super bummer. It's a big bummer, but that's I mean their choice. Like I just went over there and talked to him because my wife was in the back doing a little bit of yard work along the fence, and that dog was like trying real hard to get under at her. And when we went over, they just said, "Well, if you're concerned for your safety, you have to do what you have to do." I was like, I really am not interested in killing your dog. Like that should not fall to me. Just get control of your dog. I don't know. Yeah, they really are. They had a dog that they left unattended in a shed for like a week and a half and it freaking died. The other ones chewed their way out. It's all stuff we've reported to animal control and they're like, well, there's really nothing we can do. It's disgusting. So we got Alistair. Sync them up here. Oh, I gotta do the colors too, don't I? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, it feels good to be back with you fellas, though. I've missed this. I know it comes at a real busy time for you, Bill, and I totally get if you have to miss some streams, but I'm so glad this is back. Build a better fence. Yeah, it's true, but I've put rebar every 2 inches and welded it across the top, and they still dig under it. I buried it like 12 inches underground, and they still get under it. And then they chew and rip on the rebar till they rip it under the fence. You would be amazed at the absolute insanity that's going on. So this I need to unassign. Zach. This is Zach. Um, every Wednesday, Friday. Weeknights are tough. I'm headed towards summer. My school semester's almost over, but we'll probably just be real solid on just Sundays. Oh yeah, you're good, Bill. All good, pal. I might be a little more active in Discord for some custom games that anybody in the Discord wants to do together. But I think actual streamed live sessions will just be Sundays. But like I said, for those that want to spend some extra time in the Discord and playing together, I'll probably be a little more into that here soon. So Sunday at 6 or 7, they're both, a lot of times I save my homework, because I'm a procrastinator, but trying to be a little bit better about that. So 6 or 7 should work. If 6 o'clock works better than 7, or 7 works better than 6, just let me know, because at that point we can just make it work. We're getting quite a bit better with everything, so not to say we're going way fast, but we generally slip up less, and by we I mean me, generally slip up less these days. Okay, so we have to do our prologue, white lion hunt, and again, I really do feel bad about not having this all set up and ready to go for you guys. Feel like I'm wasting a little bit more of your time. Lion. It was a good break though. I hope you guys feel the same way because I feel refreshed, like ready to get after it. Because starting a campaign can be very slow and monotonous after it's already on the table. What am I doing? After like a crazy intense campaign like we just had, going back to square one can be pretty tough. So, but I'm ready for it now. Ready to sit here and chat, ready to just have a good old time with the fellas. I wonder if it does a prologue. Oh, it does. Beautiful. Yeah, we're not going over there though. I don't think. Let me get the gear out. That's fairly important. Bill, how's Montana? How's the weather? Hoping it's getting better. It was getting better over here in Idaho for like a week, and then it snowed, and now it's disgusting over here. It's cold again. Such is life. And Rock, forgive me, I'm not super familiar. I don't remember exactly what corner of town, corner of the country you're from, so I definitely also care about how life is for you, but I don't remember exactly where you're at, so. New York. Is that right? You know what? Screw it. We will go back there. Why not? And I usually do the prologue fight wrong, trying to hurry, so I'm gonna make sure. Because is it goofy? Do the survivors get to go first? Less than an hour outside the city. Wow. That's. Do you like it? Is that kind of a born and raised situation? Because honestly, I don't think I could ever live in somewhere that big. I'm from a real small town, 27,000 people, and it's nice to not have to deal with that traffic. Where is it exactly in here? Here it is. So the game does set this up properly, which is really nice. No, he definitely goes first, because yeah, that's why it's got claw on top. Okay, no problem. Alrighty, so we'll let our lordly lion go first here. Let's depart our survivors so that it can track. Left and came back. The city itself's kind of nuts. It's a bit quieter here, like small city. Nice. Oh, very cool. And I think the Titan's from Carolina. I think he'd be pissed. He'd be so disappointed that I don't remember. Alright, so closest threat facing in range or closest threat in field of view. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit better about my stream etiquette too. I'm not going to zoom in to make you guys look. I'm going to remember to hit tab so that you guys can read that better. I'm watching Mithra's. It's like a night and day. It's just way more friendly on his. So I'm gonna try to make some of those changes. Try to get into some of those habits. Streamline this a little better. So closest threat facing in range is nobody, and then closest threat in field of view is anybody. So tactically for us, it would probably be best for him to just come straight up and attack Urza. So Urza being attacked is 2 speed, no evasion, so 2 plus. No, not in the prologue. Prologue's kind of that goofy one, no terrain. So 2 hits against Urza. I remember you almost want somebody to die in the intro fight just so you can get that principle. 1 damage to each of these locations for Urza. 1 to the waist, It's easily absorbed. 1 to the legs. Okay, so that's the end of his attack. Now we might as well... Okay, wait. So we do know that this top card is Strange Hand. So it's a situation where if we are going to choose to sacrifice a founding stone for a permanent strength, we can. Let's have Alistair throw it, if you guys are okay with that. Probably no preference. Yes, they do get the bonuses. So Alistair's going to lob his founding stone. See you later. Let me take that out of our storage right quick. To inflict the automatic crit here on births, Bill. Any newborn survivors. So, Strange Hand. Yeah, this is going to be way better. So it is an automatic critical wound. You hack off the monster's hand. Spend a survival, Alistair, to treasure this moment forever. Gain +1 permanent strength, as well as lost hand. What's this? Oh, endure. It puts that in there now. Okay. Yeah, these guys aren't great, but there is a huge advantage to not losing the red affinities at some points, I remember. So you kind of keep them around for that. I think it might be the replica flower sword. If you can wield the replica flower sword with red affinities, it's something crazy. Real good, I think, is what it was. So it's also a damage, and it is a persistent injury. So that was Alistair, and he's not even going to move. He's going to stay there. We're going to have Urza run around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only newborns. Right. Only newborn survivors. Correct. Get the luck. So Urza... I do like that they... It's kind of simple, but they just attached that gear grid. That would just help for... Yeah, survival of the fittest just might be the way. I'm pretty partial to it these days. So, Urza. The permanent luck is pretty nice, for sure. 2. Looking for 6s from the blind spot. 1. The strength, the toughness on a level 1 is 6, so that's big. That helps. So we got Beast's Paw here, which does have a failure, and it is a fairly heavy failure as well, I might add. It is not great, the basic action with +2 damage. So we're looking for a 5 or better. That'll do it. So failure is non-applicable. We issue the crit. Not the crit, the wound. Zach next, why not? Same. 2 speed, some 6s, mayhaps. Negative. Terrible. Start calling him Thanos. Lucy. My sister's graduating from graphic design, and she was talking about making a Hits and Crits logo for the channel. I thought that'd be kind of fun. So if you guys have any ideas, I was thinking the words Hits and Crits with like the Twilight sword. She could copy the Twilight sword through all the lettering, maybe some smoke around it, and then the 3 critical dice like I have right now underneath it. I thought that would be pretty neat. So it is 1 successful hit with no reaction. We're looking for a 5+ here. Ooh, I like that 10. Nope. 6 will work though. So, successful wound. And we may have to take one weekend off in April as well. I'll keep you guys posted. I do have another IRL KDM session in April, but I would probably be home by Sunday night. So maybe, probably not, but maybe just keep it on the back burner. Alright, we gotta go back to. Did you remember the game over bonus? Yes. So we did not get a game over from Dragon King. We did get one game over from the Lantern, our first one, but I don't think it helps us out on our sheet over here. I think. So it only happens if you get this many lost settlements, right? So we only have one. Technically it's 5. Oh, you mean you have to wait till you have 5 lost settlements? That's tough. That's a lot of kingdom deathing. Alright. Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, that's a huge bummer, actually. We might get our death, fellas. uh, oh, my game overs? Oh my gosh. Well, we would definitely have 5. Promise you that. I I can honestly tell you I don't think we'd have 10. But I do think we would have 5. uh, when this comes into play, draw an AI. White Lion gains 1 damage per monster level. Ugh. Throw in the corpse. Is that what the bonus is, Bill? Is it a... Oh, it might be a skull. Is it in the game over? Because it doesn't tell me here what it is. It doesn't tell me here. We might need the actual rule book. Oh, it's in Lost Settlements. Lost Settlements or Game Over? It might be in Game Over. I mean, it's not a spoiler. We learned it in the first one. So, yeah, for leftovers, at the start of the showdown with the first story, White Lion set up 1 survivor corpse. Oh, and we could have skipped the first story. That's kind of nice. Archive 2 founding stones? Oh my gosh. I mean, kind of nice, but we're not necessarily in a rush. I don't love the intro campaign, but I also the year 1 lion fight is actually low-key very difficult. Because generally he gets stronger and all you got is the freaking stones. Yeah, I'll throw the corpse in there. Thank you for having me look that up, Bill and Rock. So, let's grab a survivor corpse. Throw it out here for now. Let me get the terrain card as well, just because I'm not positive on that one specifically, where it has to be set up. Scrap swords and debris pile, you're right. I think one of the better things you can get out of this is a skull, no? Yeah. Random basic isn't terrible by any means. So where does it have to be set up? 6 spaces away from all other terrain. That's pretty easy. I'm just going to put it over here by us. 1 to 2 sucks. Anything above a 2, we're at least getting something out of it. Skull helm would be big. But it is... So Lion just drew Enraged, so it's the next one, which is Size Up. That's actually kind of a dub, because if we can avoid a physical attack from him, I still can't decide if we want somebody to die or not. Random threat in field of view. That's just Alistair and Lucy. So we'll do evens for Alistair, odds for Lucy. We did attack. Alistair it is. After enraged is just, when this comes into play, draw another AI. So we don't get to attack after enraged. So he's going to turn to face Alistair, which is this way, and roll a d10. No, you're good. Something low, maybe, here? 5 ain't going to do it. That's some damage. 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. Alistair. Ooh. Okay. That's that. Now it would be back to us. Let's roll around and keep doing some wounds, I think. Definitely not worried about him dying before we can get that survivor corpse. 7s. Nope. Actually, I only needed 6s from the blind spot. Because we can't even encourage. All we can do is dodge. Oh, yeah, you're right. You don't want to be in front. Runs forward often. 2, 3, 4. So now we are looking for 7s, because this is not a blind spot attack. 7s. 1. This is going to give a brain damage on failure. But we're not worried about that, because we're going to crit here. Forget what I said about that. The monster roars triumphantly. Roll a d10 on a result of 4+. Let's roll another 1. Okay, that'll do. That would have been the time to roll a 10, right? Zach, roll around 6s here, because we are in blind spot. Negative. Oh my gosh. We're going to give him some at-bats with enraged. Ooh. Okay. Chomp. Closest threat facing in range is nobody. Closest threat in field of view is just Lucy. This is a headhunter. We can dodge it. We do have 1 survival. Yeah. Always hits head location. Yeah, with enraged in play, it's a no-brainer. We have to dodge this. For Lucy. No-brainer. Yep. We want to keep the brains inside the skull. Okay. Let's have Alistair search this while he's right here next to it. Looking for some decent here. Okay. 5, middle of the road. We're not walking away empty-handed. 2 insanity and a random basic resource. Let's get those basics out. Hopefully a free weapon. I think it... Oh, no. I did not mean to draw that. Can I trash that? Scrap. Bye-bye. Just wanted to move it out of the way. Shuffle them up. Okay. So they still haven't fixed the auto shuffle, huh? That's a bummer. I thought for sure that'd be fixed by the time we got back. This time the lucky number of shuffles is going to be 4 this campaign for the Oregon. Okay. Let's get Lucy out of facing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds good. Looking for some 7s. We are struggling a little bit here. Zach. 6s now. Okay, there's a 7. Yeah, just struggling to hit is all I meant. This does have a failure. Let's see if we can wound. 5+, need it. Can't get it. Basic action targeting Zach. So this is a 2-2. 2-2 and 2. Zach's definitely going to end up dodging one of these. Forgot he's got enraged. Waste we can take. We'll dodge the hands. The arms. Take 2 to the waist. Can't dodge? I think we can. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Sorry. That's on me. It's just a heavy, I guess. Suppose it could be worse, right? Like death. Okay, we're not going to be able to avoid the in-front situation here because I definitely want Urza to get some hits in from behind. 6s. 2. Ooh. 2 8s, no less. 1, 2. No reflexes. That's big. We got straining neck and soft belly. They both have great crits. But we're going to go after straining neck first for a 5+ to attempt to paralyze. Paralyze with a crit. Holy Moses. That's a failure. Let's try this again with soft belly. Please, 5+. 6. Could be worst. Alright, I forgot how little in reality the... Can I not shuffle these puppies? Yep, just blind. Okay. But that is all we can do. So we do have to pass it back over to the angry house cat. Chomp, kind of trouble. Especially since it's going to target Lucy, who is already dodged, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so all 3 of these attacked, and Alistair searched the corpse. Oh, you're right. Look at that. Alistair is technically in facing. I didn't even think about that. So, oh, Alistair is worse, because he doesn't have a survival, and he's our permanent strength guy. That's actually worse. 1, 2, 3. Lucy's knocked down. And he's going after Alistair. This would be a great time for a 1. Great time for a natural 1. Oh, I see it. I see the 1. Oh. It was close. It was very close. So, that's Alistair, correct? Yep. So that's a severe head with an injury because it's worth dose. We did say we wanted to kill one in the prologue fight. I just didn't want it to be our permanent strength fella. Oh gosh, it was almost a 2. Oh gosh. 6 is death. Still not good, is it? So it's -1 permanent evasion. Gain a bleed. survived chomp, which is impressive. So that's the end of that monster's turn, which means Zach stands up, but he's the only one to stand. We will be working on Fist and Tooth Mastery again. That was very nice to have. If we attack, we risk Alistair getting smoked. But we have to risk it, you know what I mean? Urza, we're looking for some 6s, and I think they're both right here. One's good enough, I won't complain. Ouch. Okay. All we have to do is not fail. It could be worse. It could be a reflex. All we gotta do is get a 5+. That's it. We got no problems. See? You know what I mean? I wasn't even worried. One, two, three, four, 5. Perfect. Zach, show us what you're made of, pal. Right here. With a couple of 6s. Followed shortly thereafter by 6+. Okay, 1. Okay, tragic. Show me potato salad. Oh, potato salad was right there. Yep, nothing. No shimmering mane for us. Okay. Hopefully, we just discarded claw, and hopefully size up is the only one that's left. It had raisins. Oh, potato salad with raisins. Okay, here's a real question though. Potato salad, mayo, or Miracle Whip? I'll float that one out there. I'll float it out there and see what comes back. I'm curious. Bill says mayo. Lion says size up. Random threat in field of view is nobody. What's Miracle Whip? Oh no. No target is sniff. So everybody's a threat now. Okay. Let me shuffle these. So on another note then, I guess this won't apply to Rock, since he doesn't know. Bill, in your deviled eggs, mayo or Miracle Whip? Deviled eggs. Ugh. See, now we're talking. Miracle Whip is way better in deviled eggs than mayo, and I'll die on that hill. Alright, Alistair's attacking with Fist and Tooth, which is 2/8. Ouch. Yeah, it's pretty similar, but it's just sweeter, which is nice. That sucks. Miss. Let's have Urza give it a go from the blind spot. Please. 6s. Oh, there's 1. Okay, it has a wound, actually, which would give Urza priority target, which is okay. She does have 1 survival to dodge, so could be big. Get some. 10, maybe? 9. I wish they had the luck. We'd be going ham if they had the luck right now. So, Urza gets priority target token. Oh yeah, Pepper, for sure. If it's with Miracle Whip, or if it's with mayo. It might just be an Idaho thing. Idaho people suck at making potato salad. It's like flavorless. I mean, I want chopped up pickles, small manageable chunks of potato. Yeah, I'm a Miracle Whip guy, personally, so. Alright, Zach. Zach's doing the same thing with founding stones, looking for 6s. Got 1. That could be big. Does have a failure, wherein the lion would perform a basic action. Can I get a 5? No. More 1s in this campaign than already than the previous one, I feel like. Okay, this is just... He's just swatting Zach upside the head. It's like Zach reached to try to hit him, and the lion just like stepped back and open paw slapped him in the face. 2-2-2 is what we're looking like here, with a survival to dodge. Oh, so close. Assuming we're gonna dodge one of these, because why wouldn't we? It's... Yeah, we're dodging that head. We'll take the legs. No, we can't. What am I doing? Can't dodge. I know it's coming in chat. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I remembered before Rock typed it, so Rocky didn't even help me there. Zach's knocked. Zach's going to take a massive headshot on the severe. Good catch, Rock, except I caught it. Come on. Zach could die. Okay, Zach could live. With a concussion. I wish these carried over so you could see somebody with like a survivor with like 12 concussions. Be awesome. It might be a viral clip if you ask somebody for it at the deli. They'd probably, what are you talking about? Alright, Lucy. Let's see if you can get rid of this last AI card. 6s. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh gosh. We'll do this one first, because it doesn't have a reflex. A reaction, sorry. So we're looking for a 5+ here. Pretty attainable. Show it to me. Ooh, close, close, close. Get that out of here. And for the killing blow, can you kill that beast in his chest? Bang. Nothing but a thing. Ka-chow. You're dead. Good job, team. Alright. Okay. So collect our rewards. 4 and 4. Sure thing. I can do that. I've been playing this Lord of the Rings game, mobile game on my phone for like 2 years. Crazy. I took a break from it for a while and now I'm back. Everybody's... I hate the pay-to-play games. Can I just say that? I do not endorse them. Lord of the Rings board game is so fun. Are you talking about War of the Ring? Because that is one of my favorite board games. War of the Ring is fantastic. Me and my cousin that play Kingdom Death together play it once a year during Thanksgiving. We set aside an entire day, and yeah, it's a whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, it obviously helps if that's your thing. Like if Lord of the Rings or that theme in general is your thing, then obviously it's gonna appeal even more, and I know that's not for everybody, but I am a sucker for Lord of the Rings. All right, 4. I've also really enjoyed the Dune movies, by the way. Not sure how we collectively. Oh, oh no, we're looking for the eye. 3, 4. Testes. Look at the bones we got, fellas. That is not good. That means weapons are gonna be trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. We got a suit. Oh, rawhide, you mean? Wow, I hadn't even thought of that. Unless we innovate. Mm-hmm. Innovation is pretty important early on. Turn the page to create your settlement. We're pretty familiar with this process. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, do we get XP? Let me see what the app does. I'm pretty sure you do, Bill. Because if you complete the showdown, yes, you get a hunt XP and the 4 endeavors. So return. Now we need to do the first day settlement event. My favorite settlement event. All the other ones can. We also need to take out some of these real quick. Early on. Silkstorm. Oh, we have to leave the Slenderman ones in now. Oh, just those 2. So let's grab first day real quick. Come on. The survivors wander, drawn to the blooming light in the distance. Roll a d10 to determine your starting population. No problem, will do. I can't wait till they put dice skin packs in here so I can get my ice dice. I love them. 9, 10, right here. Bang! 10. Oh my gosh. 2. Rip. 6 unnamed survivors plus the returning survivors. It does put a little bit more of a crunch on survival of the fittest. A little bit more. So are these ones not ones with permanent luck either? I mean, I know they shouldn't be based on what we talked about, but because they're not born. Let me. Reddit is a pretty good place for this stuff too. Let me see what Reddit says. So this is from the Kingdom Death. Okay, that didn't do anything. That was completely useless. Yeah, let me go read it. So it just says right here, all survivors are born with. They really could have solved the whole thing, and I know this might be easy, but it would have been a lot easier if it would have just said all newborn survivors are born with +1 permanent luck. Is that what they would have put? If oh, I'll bet everybody gets that luck, don't they? Even the 4 we started with. I mean, the starting survivors are born at some point, right? Allegedly? Now we got to get into the philosophical kingdom death. Were they born? Did somebody witness it? Nobody witnessed their birth. Okay, so we also wouldn't have technically witnessed the birth of these people. I might have to try to get a. I might have to put in a formal request to Mithra to see if he would add me on Discord so that I can ask him all my basic questions. So let's play it right now as if they are existing survivors. So they will not gain the luck or affinity things. But maybe there will be some point where I could reach out to Mithra and ask his opinion on it. Because if I add him here, I'm worried it's going to uh, give them that permanent luck and the affinity crap. So we need 3 female and 3 male. Wow. Yeah, it's true. It may not add the luck until you put parents. That might be something as well. Are these really the fantasy names we're coming up with? That's embarrassing. Only survivors with 2 parents are able to receive newborn settlement bonuses at birth. Check that out. So I bet you do have to have parents in order to get that luck. Because they're not born with it here. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to add parents to see if it changes it. Look at that. There it is. +1 luck and affinities. How about that? The app just gets a little bit better and better. So female. Yeah, we do know now. Last female. These names, man. Okay, and 3 males. Dinadan? Do you mean Dunedain? I don't really care about the names early on, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to waste my good names on these early nobodies that are probably Grima, nice, that are probably just going to end up being sacrificed to survival of the fittest intimacy. Oh, Viserys was good. Durner, that's terrible. Zeus, sure. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Yeah, I do find that nuts, Rock. And what I love and appreciate about that is that's totally the way Poots wanted it to be. Mad respect for creating a universe that is so effective at that purpose. Big respect. So we also need to do the returning survivors story event. Returning survivors. Yeah, I was kind of sad. I thought Titan would be here tonight, but that's alright. Probably busy. Nominate a survivor to utter the first words. I'm going to use his poem that he wrote for this campaign in every description. That's why we named it A Campaign of Bloom was a line from that. That was pretty. I mad respect for that. So first words. Let's have it be. I can't believe Alistair's deaf. That sucks so bad. Yeah, we'll have it be probably be Alistair since he has our permanent strength. So he'll get a courage. Um, we get the language innovation, sure. We knew that. Build the innovation deck, which is already done. And then, yeah, we do get the glowing center. And just to save us some time, I'm going to get the organ grinder, all that stuff, bonesmith, wherever it is. Because we're going to sacrifice our endeavors on that. Now, we'll give it to him. We'll give him a chance. Okay. So I need to subtract 3 endeavors for that. And then he also gets an understanding, but he has to skip next hunt. Boink. Okay. And then return to the first story. Okay, we didn't get really anything. Man, listen. I don't think we can innovate. We did get language, yeah. I don't think we can. I know you want to innovate every single year in Kingdom Death. But we could get a full set of rawhide and probably a weapon, right? And here's another hot take that you fellas are not gonna like at all. I would rather do the bone axe than bone darts. Because, hear me out, the Vespertine bow is probably the best bow in the game. Yeah, but if ground fighting were to show up, we could throw a stone at it to avoid it. But I do feel like bone darts is almost a waste of a resource. And the fact that it would be a perfect bone, I don't know. If we had more than one bone, I would be 100% in. Just a little hesitant with it being only one bone. Because we could come out of this with a full set of rawhide, a bone axe, and be ready to, you know, give something the business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets us the full rawhide. Monster grease is also not a bad idea. So that, oh, not starting gear. It gets us something from, not rare gear. What's wrong with me? Skinnery? Yeah, you're right, Rock. Bone Smith? I know. I know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But luck is very common found in this campaign, so that is one thing that's a lot of fun about it. So there's everything from the Skinnery. We get a bone axe as well. Thank you. And what is monster grease? Is it 2 organ? I'm pretty sure it's just 2. So it'd be those 2. Oops. For a monster grease. Which won't be as good yet till we can connect that, get some green affinities. And then we could do the whisker harp. That would help us discard ground fighting. Oh, we can't yet because we don't have the Caterium. But I believe once we do have the Caterium, the whisker harp is just 1. Right? Oh, and a bone. Duh, that makes sense. But we could. Evasion tank on damage guy. Hunt with noisy. Yeah, that's a good point too. Everything on one person. Okay. I'm down for that. We can't take our whatchamacallit guy because he has to skip a hunt. But Oh, man. Oh, okay, wait. He can use rawhide. I was going to say, our person can't even use the rawhide bonus because of he doesn't get the evasion or... Okay, but those are different. The puzzle pieces are different than these. Because connect, I think. Oh, one person is evasion tank. The other one is damage. Yeah, and these ones aren't affected by it either. You're right. Yeah. Um. So you want to split up the axe and the rawhide rock? Is that kind of what you're saying? We don't want the person with the axe to die. That is one thing, because that's the axe is one of the biggest ways to wound. Oh, you're saying manipulate the deck as well as evade. Okay, I vibe with that. I'm gonna give him a stone though. There we go. That's not bad. We do have one more endeavor. Forest run doesn't really do us any good. Axe and grease to one person. No, I think I did that right, didn't I? Because now this person has 2 evasion, so they can dodge, or they can be a little more difficult to hit and maintain focus while somebody else is attacking from behind. Yeah, but that's it. Man, it feels like nothing, doesn't it? Feels like a fresh campaign. Prologue, down the toilet. Feels like nothing because it is nothing. That's perfect. It is early. Augury? We definitely could do augury. Just to try it. Why not try it? Ooh, stone noses are super nice early on, actually. I did forget about that. They quickly become outdated, but are very nice early on. Especially since our survival limit is 2. So this gentleman will get 2 survival on departure, so we might as well give it to somebody else. I think I'm going to give it to whoever wields the bone axe. Give them a better chance at living. We'll pick our starting survivors and all that at the start of next video. Let me throw these golden whiskers. I'm excited for this campaign. Should be a good one. I did enjoy this one when I played it because it's a lot of luck based fun enjoyableness. Boots, gloves, headband, pants, and vest, as well as a bone axe. I guess I could get, hopefully it goes well. I'm hoping so. I am hoping so. Okay, guys, we're pretty much here at the end of our episode 1 for our Bloom campaign. We have kind of decided collectively it will be a little more once a week. Sundays at 6 or 7. I personally need it to stay that way at least through the end of my school semester. Once I'm done with this semester at college, I could potentially open it up to another day, but I know Bill's busy and all that. So, Mike, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to the crew. Hope you want to stick around and be a part of this campaign. Um, this summer you'll be more open. That's awesome. So we'll stick with Sundays. I'll keep it updated. If you're not in the Discord, jump into the Discord. That's where we discuss everything about the stream. And yeah, thanks for being a part of this again. I've missed you guys. It was a good month off, but I'm happy to get back into it. So we'll start making our way through. Should we finish this year or stop? I do believe we're we're done to the point uh, where we could stop, right? Sorry, that scared me so bad. Um, I think I think we're pretty much there. Yeah, I'm glad Mike's here. I hope he hangs around and contributes to the campaign throughout time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're done because we're to the point now of departing survivors. So I think it's better if we pick up there next week because then we're fresh. Not that our gear grids have much complexity, but then we'll be fresh for next week. So we'll end here. Fellas, have a great week. Roll some Lantern 10s. Sorry it's Monday tomorrow, but it'll just make next Sunday. Yeah, that's all right, Mike. Happy to have you around. Rock and Bill know a lot about rules. I'm getting pretty comfortable with it as well. Been playing a couple years, but we'd love to have you be a part of it. So the Discord we use to update anything on streams, but we'll plan on 6 or 7 p.m. next week. You guys take care.